You know that feeling when winter rolls in, that chill in the air? It doesn't just hit you when you step outside. Sometimes it feels like it seeps right into your bank account. If you've ever felt that seasonal financial squeeze, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to tackle that fiscal frost head on and turn it into a solid plan for financial warmth.
Wow, this one really hits home, doesn't it? It just perfectly sums up that feeling, when the cold outside seems to find its way into every part of your life, including your budget. It's a super common worry, but here's the good news. This is one freeze we can absolutely thaw out. So first up, let's get a really clear picture of what we're dealing with. In this first part, we're going to pinpoint exactly what makes winter so tough on our wallets. Because, understanding the enemy is the first step to winning the battle. And here they are, the usual suspects. First, the big one. Those heating bills just skyrocket as we try to stay warm. Then you head to the grocery store and suddenly things are more expensive because so much fresh produce is out of season. And of course, you need the right gear, new boots, a warmer coat. And on top of all that, you have the wild cards, right? The unexpected car repair in the middle of a blizzard. Each one is a hit to the budget. All of them together can feel like a knockout blow. And this right here, this is the core idea of this whole explainer. This is not about making huge sacrifices or, shivering in your own home. It's all about a mental shift. It's about spending smarter. We're going to focus on being efficient, not just throwing more cash at the problem.
All right, let's move on. Before you can really make a plan, you kind of need a map of the territory. This next part is all about getting that clarity, seeing exactly where your money is going during these colder months. And honestly, it's pretty straightforward. Step 1, you just watch and write it down. For a week, maybe 2, track everything, from your power bill down to that extra coffee you bought to warm up. Then, once you have that data, you move to step 2. You create a budget specifically for the winter. It's a simple but really powerful 1-2 punch to take back control. Think of it like a balancing act. A winter budget isn't just about restriction, it's about reallocation. You make a conscious choice to tip the scales, right? You beef up the spending on essentials like heat and electricity. And to make that happen, you trim from the other side. Maybe that's eating out a little less or canceling those streaming subscriptions you forgot you even had. The point is, you're in the driver's seat, telling your money exactly where it needs to go. Okay, so you've got your budget in hand. Now it's time for the fun part, the action. This is where we get into the nitty-gritty, the practical stuff you can do every single day that will make a real, tangible difference. This is how we turn that plan into reality. So what's our top priority? Our number one most powerful tool: energy efficiency. For most of us, heating and electricity are the biggest, most unpredictable winter expenses. So getting a handle on this is the single best thing you can do to protect your finances from the cold. And the best part is, we're not talking about some massive, expensive renovation project here. Look at these. Sealing a drafty window with some plastic film, that takes, 10 minutes? Thermal curtains can trap a surprising amount of heat. And here's a little mind-blowing fact for you. Just lowering your thermostat by a single degree can save you up to 3% on your heating bill. These tiny little habits really, really add up. Okay, after we've tackled the heat, the next big budget battleground is the kitchen. So let's take that same smart, efficient mindset and bring it to our food planning. Cooking in batches isn't just about saving money on groceries. It saves you time, and it helps you fight off that temptation to order expensive takeout on a cold, dark night. Sticking to seasonal stuff like potatoes and carrots, and planning your meals so you're not constantly running to the store, these are simple, easy ways to stop your food budget from getting out of control. Okay, the last piece of our action plan. This one is all about preparing for the things you can't predict. Winter can be wild and unpredictable, but your financial readiness, that doesn't have to be. This is all about building a buffer to protect yourself from those shocks we mentioned earlier. Seriously, even a small fund set aside just for winter emergencies can give you so much peace of mind. And use technology. Set up an automatic transfer. Even $20 a week starts to build up fast. And hey, don't forget to do a quick search online for local utility assistance programs. A lot of communities have them, and you might be surprised what's available. Now, as we start to wrap this up, let's zoom out for a second. Yeah, these strategies are fantastic for getting through the winter, but their real power is that they can last a lifetime. This is it. This is the ultimate takeaway. The discipline you learn from tracking your spending, the creativity you use to save on energy, the foresight you put into your meal planning, these aren't just winter skills. These are skills that are going to help you in every single season of your life. So, as you start to try some of these things, remember the big picture here. You're not just plugging a temporary leak in your budget. What you're really doing is building a stronger, more resilient financial foundation, one that can handle any storm that comes your way, winter or not. And that brings us to the end. So I'll just leave you with this question. What's the one smart habit you'll start this winter? You don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one thing. Maybe it's sealing that one drafty window, or planning your meals for just 1 week, or setting up that one tiny automatic transfer. Just pick one and decide on it right now, because starting small is how you build habits that last. Thanks for tuning in.